Allan Aguirre with your Incorruptible 2-minute warning for June 15th. Wow, it's the middle of the month. Man, you would not believe the amount of insane running around and stuff that I've been doing since the Chameleon Show this morning in less than an hour. It's just like nonstop. Probably won't slow down till probably tomorrow morning. Anyway, what are we talking about? Time. That's right. The amount of running around and crazy stuff that I've been doing in that short amount of time. Time's interesting. Here's the thing about time, and we are going to talk about timelines on Friday because timelines are excruciatingly important and they're everything. And so we'll have the time to talk about that on Friday, but it's probably going to trigger a lot of people because people don't actually understand these things, and when you bring it to light, they're like, no, that can't be true, because if it's true, yikes, right? But here's the funny thing about time. Time tells all. I mean, everything. Time tells all. It is the great exposure. It is the great exposer. It is the great rectifier. It is the great. So I mean, whatever it is, you believed what you believed and what you were, and who you were and who you believed you were, in let's say in the 80s and 90s. We all know who you are now, because time tells all and it doesn't lie. You can fool some of the people. Well, how's that go? You can fool some of the people all the time. You can't fool all the people all the time. You know what I'm saying? You can't be if you're a con, if you're a charlatan, if you're a fake, if you're a poser, it will be exposed eventually. It doesn't matter if it's 5 years, 5 minutes, 50 years. Time tells all. 30 years ago, in 1983, I was considered a false prophet and sheep in wolf's clothing, and and then 30 years ago, when we came out with sin disease, I was exposed. I wasn't exposed, but I was called all these horrible things. Now, 2010, years later, I'm a genius. I'm a forerunner. I'm a pioneer. I'm a groundbreaking. On and on and on, because time tells all.
The views and opinions expressed during our broadcasts are solely those of the broadcast producers, hosts, and/or guests, etc., and are not necessarily the views or opinions of the Travelog Network, its sponsors, or affiliates.